Hello there, Bond fans. It's late, I'm tired, so what better way to spend my time than by ranking the introductions of the 6 official Bond actors, by which I mean their first scenes as Bond. In last place, sadly, and it pains me to do this, but it's Sir Rog from Live and Let Die. Great film, nice little scene, but a way to introduce a new Bond. Producers wisely went in a different direction, perhaps unwisely, to Her Majesty's Secret Service, and so instead of the flamboyance, the fanfare, a bombastic entrance, we get Bond in his PJs with a woman in his cupboard. Sorry, just doesn't cut it for me. Next up then we have, and this pains me even more because it's a great movie, one of my favourites, but Daniel Craig in Casino Royale. Now, I hasten to add, I love this entrance, I love this introduction to Bond, new Bond. I love the noir element, I love the juxtaposition of the brutality of that first kill in the bathroom with the casual nonchalance of the way he dispatches the traitorous agent in the office. However, it's low down on the ranking just because the others are better. And I am really going to wind people up with my next entry. I'm afraid it's Sean and Dr. No. Yes, I get it. He's sexy as hell. The cigarette there, the matter-of-fact ways Bond, James Bond, but carries so much authority with it. But yeah, I think it's only as high up as it is because of nostalgia. It's okay, it's fine, but that's it, really. I'm sorry, I don't really understand the affection it's held in, and it's probably just because it was the first time that people do love it so much. But hey, just my humble opinion. Do you know what, edging that one out, I think, is George on Her Majesty's Secret Service. Now, George, as we all know, unfairly lambasted, hugely unfairly lambasted for a long time for his portrayal of Bond. Do you know what, he does a fine job, and that first scene is great. I think it's a fantastic way to introduce a new actor to Bond, particularly because it was the first time something like that had ever been done in a movie franchise. You have the shot of him, the hat, the cigarette, driving an Aston Martin, has a scrap, has a fight, tries to get the girl, doesn't quite get it, and that lovely little fourth wall breaking wink to the camera. Only downside is that's probably responsible for the continued proliferation of the code name theory. Sorry, Ed, it ain't a code name. So next up then we have arguably a near perfect introduction, but one that screws it up at the last minute. Of course, Pierce Brosnan in GoldenEye. Now, Bond had been off our screens a long time by that point, nothing to today's standards, of course, but by, it's been 6 years or something like that since License to Kill. Loads of people asking, do we need a new Bond? Is it still relevant? What's the point of this? And Pierce straight away in that first film shows us exactly why we still needed Bond on our screens. Great opening sequence of him, running, the camera behind him. We don't see his face. We hear him out of breath, panting. Beautifully executed dive off the dam, and we were seconds away from the perfect introductory line, which so easily could have been, I'm alone. But no, instead we blow all of that good work with a throwaway gag about a Russian soldier having a shit. Sorry, close, but no cigarillo. So for me, my humble opinion, Timothy Dalton, The Living Daylights. Now this is how you introduce a new Bond actor. Fantastic opening shot. Bond could be any one of those 3 agents parachuting in one by one there, taken out of the picture in some way, and then that glorious turn and look to the camera from Tim, straight away saying, I'm the same guy, but damn, am I going to do this differently? And for the first time in a long time, we have an actor really inhabiting the physicality of that role. The first time we have a Bond actor for a long time quite obviously involved in the action, not doing all of the stunts, but he's there with less of the shall we say overly casual cut to stunt doubles that we saw in View to a Kill an Octopussy especially. And again, no disrespect to the legend that is Sir Rog. Fantastic opening chase down the rocks of Gibraltar, lovely little extra parachute jump while the Jeep explodes, and Bond lands quite unfortunately atop the roof of the yacht of the world's most difficult to impress woman. And the casual, similar to Connery, but even more so, delivery of Bond, James Bond. He's there straight away saying, these are not magic words. I'm not a superhero. I'm the same guy, but I am going to be doing things differently. And that, my wonderful chums, is my ranking.